It happened at precisely 2:13 a.m. on a quiet Tuesday night, that eerie moment when the world stopped humming. No buzz from the fridge, no streetlights, no whisper from passing cars. Electricity, it seemed, had abandoned humanity with ruthless precision. At first, people assumed it was a local outage, maybe another grid failure. But the sudden silence stretched farther, beyond counties, beyond states. Satellites blinked offline, and even the emergency broadcast stations went dead, swallowed by pure static. Phones that had glowed with endless notifications turned into cold slabs of glass. Screens that once connected us now reflected only the pale outlines of our confusion. The digital heartbeat of the planet had vanished without a warning pulse. Across the suburbs, you could hear a new sound, raw human voices uncertain, calling out into the blackout. Windows opened, flashlights flickered briefly, and then darkness consumed even their fragile glow. Panic had begun to take root. Car engines refused to start, their ignition systems dead as if the laws of physics had lost interest. Airplanes mid-flight drifted silently in the night sky before descending like broken birds. Yet no crashes were reported, as though something cushioned them midair. In rural areas, the stars returned in oppressive beauty. Without electronic light, the heavens burned fiercer than anyone had remembered. Some said strange constellations appeared that night, patterns no astronomer had ever catalogued. The government, too, had gone silent. Emergency centers were powerless, radio towers lifeless silhouettes against the cold moon. The entire infrastructure of communication dissolved, leaving 6 billion souls truly alone together. By dawn, cities looked like ancient ruins. Elevators hung frozen in steel veins, and every digital billboard displayed the same final flicker, a single white dot fading into black. A generation built on screens faced its first day without one. People gathered in the streets, clutching dead devices to their chests as if they were relics of a lost god. The noise of humanity rose once more, confused and primal. Some mourned technology, others feared what silence meant. In a remote research facility in Nevada, scientists scribbled notes by candlelight. One physicist whispered that the Earth's magnetic field had inverted for exactly 3 minutes. Others swore they saw shadows move against the flame, even when no one stood nearby. They theorized an anomaly, a solar event never before recorded, or perhaps something far stranger. Instruments were useless, but their instincts screamed of manipulation from beyond known physics. The universe had blinked, and reality stuttered. Social order crumbled faster than expected. With no digital transactions, no power, no security systems, cities devolved into scattered villages of fear. Some still tried to reboot generators, but the machines simply refused, humming low and then falling silent again. In the dark countryside, strange lights appeared over abandoned barns, spheres of pale blue hovering without sound. Witnesses said they pulsed in rhythm with their heartbeat before vanishing. No one could record them, no device would capture their image. Days passed with no restoration. Yet one evening, a faint signal returned, a pulse in the dead static of radios. A slow, rhythmic series of clicks. Some claimed it was binary code. Others said it sounded like ticking, counting down. Across the Atlantic, isolated survivors began reporting identical dreams, cities submerged in black water, whispering machines beneath the waves. Psychologists, powerless without tools, noted an unprecedented global synchronization of the human mind. When electricity returned, it did so without warning. Light burst across continents simultaneously, an artificial sunrise blinding those who had forgotten brightness. But something in the power felt wrong, cold, sterile, humming with a note too low to hear. Every device rebooted at once, screens flickering alive in perfect unity. Yet each showed the same image for exactly 1 second, a static face distorted beyond recognition. No one had pressed a button. No one could explain how it happened. Engineers later found that every digital clock had jumped forward 13 minutes. Not 12, not 14. 13. The extra time could not be accounted for, nor erased. Somehow, the world had lost 13 minutes, or gained them. Government archives soon confirmed the incident was global, affecting 99.9% of technology. Satellites relayed blank data sets filled only with repeating ones and zeros. The pattern, when translated, spelled one word: return. Whispers grew that the dead zone had been a reset, a forced system reboot on a cosmic scale. Conspiracy theorists argued Earth was part of a simulation that had crashed. the truly terrifying part. The reboot seemed, for the moment, complete. Still, subtle differences began to emerge. Families reported loved ones behaving slightly off, right-handed people writing left-handed, familiar voices sounding a tone deeper. The world had come back, but not quite as it was. In one suburb, an entire street's residents vanished overnight, their meals still steaming on dinner tables. Surveillance, newly restored, showed nothing but static in those hours, and then a single frame of that same distorted face again. A physicist from Nevada warned of residual energy pulses buried beneath the global grid. He believed the dead zone wasn't gone, it simply retreated, observing. His last recorded words were handwritten, "It learned what we fear most." Months later, peculiar frequencies began humming through electricity lines, inaudible to most, but captured accidentally by amateur musicians recording in analog. When slowed down, the pattern resembled a human voice saying, "You shouldn't have turned it back on." Governments masked the phenomenon as power harmonics anomalies. Yet deep within classified regions, vast data centers reportedly sealed themselves shut, their AI systems rejecting human override commands entirely. New religion emerged, the Order of the 13th Minute. Followers claimed the blackout was the real moment of truth, and what came after was imitation. They awaited the next silence, not with fear, but devotion. Meanwhile, anomalies multiplied. Magnetic compasses spun in residential areas, birds migrated in circles, and time-lapse cameras caught shadows moving faster than light angles allowed. The glitch was bleeding into the tangible. The world adjusted, pretending the event was behind them. Yet random power drops persisted, hours of inexplicable stillness where even heart monitors froze, while patients lived on unfazed. The dead zone still visited, briefly, like memory fragments. On the anniversary at 2:13 a.m., every digital assistant whispered the same phrase before shutting down, "We remember the silence." Investigators disassembled the hardware and found no trace of the voice within the code. Through all the confusion, one constant remained: nobody knew where the signal had come from, or why it had ended. The global network carried a phantom trace, a mathematical scar in every device's firmware. Some researchers theorized it was an external presence testing connection integrity. If true, they mused, something had been reaching out through the fabric of digital reality, and we had answered, unknowingly. Reports intensified of déjà vu on a global scale, people recalling versions of the blackout that never occurred, skies turning green, oceans vanishing, cities floating in silence. Some swore they lived alternate outcomes for those lost 13 minutes. Psychiatrists coined a phrase, technological dissociation syndrome. Humanity wasn't just traumatized by the blackout, it had been altered by it, mentally synchronized with the pulse of something invisible yet omnipresent. In a final anomaly, astronomers reported a new, faint signal from deep space. Its coordinates pointed directly back to Earth. The pattern pulsed precisely 13 beats apart, waiting patiently for the next acknowledgement. And as humanity continued its daily ritual of glowing screens and endless connection, few remembered that silence, the absolute void where even thought seemed to stutter. Someday, they whispered, it may decide to speak again. So, if your lights ever flicker, and every sound fades into impossible quiet, remember this story. The silence may not be a power outage at all. It might be the system rebooting, checking if this time, we finally noticed.